I said when we sat down an hour and a half ago that I wanted politeness and respect. Instead, we got ugliness. And let me just explain what my view is about why there was such ugliness in the discussion about health care. Because in the United States, to have a national health care plan that covers the American people, it means that white people in America are on the same level as African Americans, Native Americans, Asian, all types of people in the United States. And before the National Health Plan, that did not exist because people had to get their health care either from their employer or purchase their health care. And so when we see that repeatedly, the Republican Party has challenged Obamacare, the national health program, in court. It is simply because in the mindset of some part of the American public, some people don't want all of the ethnic groups to have the same access to health care. That is why it is so incendiary, and that is why health care is coming up again when the Supreme Court goes back to work. It's a racial issue in regard to health care and keeping the white population separated and above the other populations in the United States. It's where we are right now as a country.
Yeah, Biden also, there was a moment he sort of did try to bring in the racial element into the discussion of COVID-19. Mm-hmm. Can you talk about some of the race issues surrounding that issue, and how did Biden do on that topic?
Well, as far as COVID-19 and the people who are either obese or who have asthma or other respiratory challenges, those people, as we now know, are at a particular risk from COVID-19. And because of housing patterns that still remain segregated because of income, we have communities of color that are in those areas that either have chemicals in the water or that have lower quality air. And that does make people of color more at risk for COVID-19. And the Vice President did address that. But again, this is not a new issue. Those health issues that are now tied into COVID, these health issues have not been addressed, and the health discrepancies. And even Mrs. Clinton talked about your zip code for your physical mailing address. Your zip code should not determine your level of health or your life expectancy. But we see with COVID-19, yes, your zip code in some cases does still determine your health outcomes.